Hello and welcome everyone to my last commentary of 2013, and boy do I have a treat for you, because today I'm going to be commentating on a girl who goes by the name BeyondTheTrailer, and she basically made not only one of the worst reviews of Disney's Frozen, but this is also one of the worst reviews I have ever seen, period. Yeah, it's worse than Dave's review of Pokemon Genesect. And I would like to thank the person who I will only refer to as MS for requesting this. Anyway, let's close out 2013 and dive right in.
So welcome to my spoiler review of Frozen. If you haven't yet seen the film and you want to see the non-spoiler review, the traditional BTT review, you can click here on this annotation to check it out right now.
Oh my god, it's Eevee's evil twin sister!
As I mentioned in my non-spoiler review, is because I seem to be one of the few people to dislike this film. Now, I don't know if this is an Emperor's New Clothes situation where all these critics just hedged their bets and decided that all fans would like it. And I think you'd have to be a really hardcore Disney fan to like Frozen, super hardcore. And even then, I think you'd be fooling yourself to not admit that it was majorly flawed. But I just wanted to go into a little more depth to kind of defend my position, so not only defend it, but to better explain it, so you can see where I'm coming from. So I'm kind of going to do it by characters because those seem to be the clearest points. The story is, I feel, so simple that it's hard to address it just on its own. So let's start off with Elsa, because she is the Snow Queen. First of all, if you've read Hans Christian Andersen's story, this is absolutely nothing to do with it at all. Elsa, it's on name only, really, and that's it. I think that Elsa is a character that we never really got to meet, ever, so I can't really tell you anything about her.
I'm sorry, but did you see the exact same film I saw? Because, from my perspective, she had an enormous amount of screen time. For example, there were scenes where she was in pain from not being with her sister Anna. There were scenes of her at the ball. There were scenes of her in the musical number. And hell, she even plays a big role in the climax. And you're saying that she doesn't get enough screen time?
I can see why Idina Menzel didn't bother to try and show up to the premiere. I guess her excuse is that she's preparing a play for Broadway, but she's just in this film so little and has so little to do and she seems like she's not even in the right movie. I thought when she cast off her stuff to become more the Snow Queen, she just seemed so modern, and it was just such a quick transformation. I was like, what happened to her dress? She's not Jean Grey. She can't manipulate molecules. And also, for someone who never practiced with her powers, she was quite good. I mean, I don't know where she got this understanding of architecture. There was just a real lack of thinking anything through. Things just happened, which is sloppy storytelling, in my opinion, because, the filmmakers wanted them to. Also, I think that we never really understood her relationship with Anna. We never really saw it. We were just supposed to, the film basically said, they're sisters, they love each other, get on board. Instead of actually showing us some elements of that. I never understood why her secret had to be kept from her sister. I thought that was really like a silly obstacle that was put in the way.
Except for the scene where she accidentally injured her younger sister Anna, but other than that, it was totally pointless.
People make fun of Hollywood for that all the time, about just putting something in there that normal people would be like, this is stupid. I also felt that it made no sense that we didn't get, they missed a crucial opportunity, I felt, when their parents died, to show Elsa really losing it for the first time with her powers. I think they alluded to it by showing her on the other side of the door, but I was like, why would you show me Anna's side of the door, which is not very interesting, when apparently there's like some crazy ice storm going on the other side of the door, which I would really like to see. I mean, she has a visual power. This is a visual medium. Let's get to it. So you have a character that's not, and also I think Elsa's really hurt by being neither villain nor hero. She really is just a plot device and something for Anna to have to deal with. And it's just a shame. I think she's a non-character. She's a non-entity.
Yeah, you're not very good with literary terms, are you? I mean, if Elsa is neither a hero or a villain, she would be considered as an anti-hero. A plot device, on the other hand, could be anything which moves the plot forward or maintains it, much like the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook in the DuckTales cartoon.
And I thought her song "Let It Go" was okay. But, it had that cute little catchphrase, which actually seemed kind of silly when you think of it in the context of what was going on. When she said, the cold never bothered me anyway. I was like, really? That's what you're going to focus on?
Irony? Well, can't have that.
Also, at the end of the movie, she's supposed to be this very powerful being, and she just makes everyone be able to ice skate. I thought that was very bizarre. Now on to Anna, who I guess is, for all intents and purposes, our heroine. I really didn't like this character. She just, also, by the way, seemed so much like Rapunzel in Tangled. It was, I mean, they were like separated at birth. That's her real sister. Also, the character was just very, very dumb, I felt. I'm sorry, I can't think of a better word. I'm trying to be nice about it, but she was dumb.
Oh, you want to see characters that are dumb? You want to see characters that have little to no likable qualities to them whatsoever? Then this, my friend, is the film I'd recommend.
I thought that it was, you can blame her parents, because I don't know why her parents didn't hire a tutor for her. I don't know why they just were like, you know what, one kid has these crazy powers, which, by the way, we're not even going to explain where they came from. We're just going to do a quick little, throwaway line to these trolls, which we're also not going to explain. But let's just lock these kids up in this castle, when we really don't seem to have much of an empire anyway. But we're just going to lock them in here like prisoners with nothing to do. We're not even going to play with them ourselves. But so I thought that was silly. And then I thought that this leap that she made to like, oh, I hope I fall in love tonight, just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, not interested. Skip!
So that was very odd. Then let's go over to the guy she ends up with, so obviously, Kristoff. I thought that Jonathan Groff did the best job here with his voice work, by the way. I thought he did a nice job. He has a very easygoing, nice quality to his voice. But first of all, Kristoff's insane. I think Anna has some bad choices. She should just keep looking. Because obviously Hans turned out to be evil, but I think that Kristoff, first of all, I didn't really get that he was an orphan, by the way. I was like, these trolls stole this kid, because he was, at the beginning of the film, he's getting ice with these other guys, and I assumed that one of them was his father, and I assumed they knew he was around, so I can't believe that nobody in the village was like, hey, has anyone seen Kristoff and that little reindeer he hangs out with all the time? I don't know why they were able to just be taken by trolls. And it hasn't done Kristoff any favors, because he's crazy. I can't believe he only has trolls for friends, who, by the way, are very pushy, and not at all developed as characters. They were like Smurfs, but like the Sony Smurfs on the movies, not the cute, better developed television version or comic book. And then also, talking to his reindeer was a really weird choice for him. I mean, it's nice that he would like his reindeer, Sven, but to make him be his only friend and that he actually talked for him, I was like, legitimately, you need to seek some help. And I don't think anybody would be like, that's my dream guy, or that's even my realistic dream guy. That's a problem.
But wait, didn't you say just a moment ago that he only had trolls for friends, and now you're saying that his only friend is a reindeer? Okay.
Also, a lot of you have commented, I've seen in below and for other trailers and stuff, that you don't like it when they make horses act like dogs. Well, you're not going to like this, because Sven acts exactly like a dog, which I thought was very distracting. So that was a problem. Then there's Hans. Luckily for these two princesses, Hans is like the dumbest villain that ever lived. Who says, I'm going to leave you to die, go tell all your advisors you're dead, but I'm not going to make sure you're dead. I'm actually just going to lock you in a room in the very same palace that we're in, where someone could totally hear you from the hallway. I mean, what if the cleaning staff had come around or something? I mean, he doesn't know who could have come in.
Yes, because that segment you just described there was totally meant to be taken seriously.
All right, so that was annoying. Then there's Olaf, who I felt, actually, you know what I have to say? Because the rest of the movie was such a mess, he actually came off pretty good, because you were like, wow, at least he's picking up the pace, but he comes in so late in the movie, you're just like, this is a weird tonal shift, and I think his song was okay the best, and I did like Kristoff saying, like, someone's got to tell him, and I was with Kristoff on that. I was like, you got to tell someone that what they wish is going to kill them. So I thought that was good. But, he did also eventually get just annoying, because he had no real purpose. His character didn't serve a purpose.
You know what? I totally agree with you. This character was completely pointless. Except for the fact that he helps Anna find Elsa and Hans through the blizzard, and not to mention that if he didn't do that, then Elsa would have been killed by Hans.
So that's my spoiler review of Frozen. I hope you get a better understanding of why I disliked the film. Now that you've heard my reasons, what do you think? Has it changed your opinion at all? Or do you feel that I'm, again, missing something? Write your thoughts down below. Thanks for checking this out, and you can check out some more episodes right now.
Alright folks, now that the review's over, it's time to give the last final thoughts of 2013. Well, I gotta say, I really like the movie Frozen. I like the characters, the story, the animation. I mean, good God, when I think of winter, this is the film I think of. But in this review, I feel like most of her points are nothing more than mere nitpicks that aren't strong enough reasons to totally discredit the movie. And I think the one thing she completely missed is that this movie is presented as a fairy tale. With this type of story, irrelevant things such as what's going on in other countries, the explanation of why magic things exist, or what happened over the years don't matter because they're not important to the story. So anyway, that's all I gotta say. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been AzumangaDiohFan signing out.